What's going on, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day so far. We're doing a couple different things here today to start off the video. Also want to say I appreciate everybody who supports the channel and watches that latest episode of the pro comp going out on the river with the new motor. I want to say thank you a lot. You know, it actually means a lot to me that, you know, people are supporting the channel and gives me confidence to keep going. So I just want to say thank you, and make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and go on from there. So today we're gonna do a couple different things. Gonna just sell this John boat as is. I didn't really get to see what I was gonna get into with this boat. Now I'm just trying to finish up the Hydrostream. It's my main goal now, so I gotta do what I gotta do on this guy. But on today's episode, we're just gonna redo the tongue coupler. The tongue is fine. I thought about replacing the whole entire tongue, but I feel like the coupler would just be okay as is. It doesn't seem like it's all rusted out. So we're gonna run the Harbor Freight and get a new tongue coupler. We're also trying to wrap up a couple things today. I got today off, so kind of want to take advantage of my day off and try and get some things done, you know, so try and go on from there. This is my dad's customer's boat, so needs a couple things. Like I said from the latest episode, needs new gauges and needs new steering cables for the motor and a couple little things like that. Started messing with these motors also. I kind of just did a little Frankenstein action and took the starter off of this one, because this 25 horse Everroot that I got seized. And maybe you guys got ideas how to unseize a 2-stroke 25 horse outboard. For the past couple days, I heard a couple people put brake fluid in the cylinders and just flip the motor up, so the cylinders is just gonna sit all around the cylinders and go all throughout the rings. So I did that for a couple days. It didn't really work the way I thought it was gonna work. So we're just kind of you know, gonna use it as parts or whatever I gotta use for it. If there's really anything else I could try, let me know down in the comments below, and maybe I'll give that a shot. So with being said, just give you guys a little idea of what's going on here. I got a couple people actually tomorrow looking at the John boat to get this out of here and just keep redoing the Hydrostream, and then maybe, you know, later on down in the road, I can go back to flipping, buying John boats when I don't have like 5 different projects in my hands. So give you guys a little idea too. If you're trying to redo something that you really like and you don't want to get, you know, don't want to sell, but you're trying to do other projects and flip other things too, it's pretty fucking hard. I'm not gonna lie, because when you get out of work, you're just tired, you know, you don't want to work anymore. So that's kind of where I'm at with that. I'm gonna buy a couple more things too. I'm interested in buying a GoPro and also a tripod for this camera too, so I can give you guys some editing clips on the Hydrostream or whatever projects we come across on. I think that would be a good investment. So let me know down in the comments below what kind of tripod you guys use and what's going to be good for YouTube. So if anything, you know, I really appreciate everything you guys do, like I said below. So we're just trying to wrap some things up around here to get focused on the Hydrostream, to get that done and knock out a couple more projects. We're also in the market for a single cab Silverado, preferably around the 2000 to the 2006 range. I don't know if you guys want to check that out on the feature episode. We're gonna try and do a budget twin turbo build on the single cab. So if you guys are interested in seeing that, let me know down in the comments below. But back to the point here, I kind of took that starter off, and I took the bracket off this starter to put to this starter from that motor, if you know what I mean. So I took the starter off of this motor to put on this motor, and then took the bracket off the old starter to put on this starter. And everything lines up, you know, it spins over and everything. We're just not getting spark. So, I mean, it could be the CDI box. Could be the magneto or the stator. If you guys have any ideas here, it's a mid 70s, I would say early 70s. It's a 35 horse Johnson, or maybe an Everroot, I'm sorry. It's a pretty clean motor. I feel like it really doesn't have that many hours. We just got to diagnose why it doesn't have spark. So if you guys have any ideas down below why it doesn't have spark, or if you guys are familiar with these 35 horse Everroots, let me know down in the comments below. But we're trying to do a couple things. I'm gonna borrow my dad's toolbox for my shop. The only reason why I want to take this box is because he has the lock for it, and the box I have in my shop, it's discontinued. So with being said, they don't make the box anymore, so the parts is gonna be hard to find. I'm not really too sure on the locks on these boxes. I don't really ever run into a problem like this. Give you guys an idea here. This is what I'm talking about, this lock. The lock on my other box is broken, so I don't really have this. So I want to take this box to my shop and just basically do a swap. So I'm going to bring my box back here, just exchange everything out and bring this back to my shop. So, but I feel like we're all caught up here. So with being said, I'm going to run the Harbor Freight and get this new tongue coupler and install on this boat. Also, I want to point out too, the Hydrostream is very close to getting done. I got to sand it a couple more times. Paint strip a little bit more off there and the corners right there. I still got to get paint stripper and paint strip that down. So it's very close, guys. I would say maybe here in probably this week I'm gonna get it at least to the primer. Got to take the navigation lights off, sand that down, paint strip, whatever I got to do, and go on from there. Definitely gonna try and get on this thing today or this week, guys. So gotta take everything off and really get into it. So once we get everything primered, painted, get everything to whereas this is all done, the top, we can start focusing down here. Instead of a single seat going into the back seat, I'm gonna run the side, these two to the side. I would say probably right here and then right there, and then run another bench seat there. So I gotta buy another airboat seat to cut up, make a mold out of it, do what I do to this. So with being said, guys, I got a lot of stuff to do here. Every time I leave the property, y'all, I just admire my truck that I'm building. Tell you one thing, man, that's a nice truck. I love that truck, if anybody hasn't noticed. Alright, guys, so we're heading to Harbor Freight now. We're gonna check out some, who knows, maybe I'll buy the whole entire coupler, maybe I'll just buy the tongue coupler, who knows. It seems like it's alright. It doesn't seem like it's all rotted out. It's just really a safety hazard, honestly, because the guy that I bought it off of, he just put like a screw in. So basically that screw is holding on to the ball receiver, and that's a no-bueno, because hit a bump, one good bump. Yeah, I got safety chains, so you can put the safety chains on the towing receiver of the truck, but you gotta really be careful, because you know, once you hit that bump, it's going overboard, and you don't want to run into that problem going 40 miles an hour down the road. So we're gonna check out some things at the Harbor Freight, maybe buy a couple tools that shouldn't need to buy, and go on from there. So I see you guys in Harbor Freight. All right, guys, so we're at Harbor Freight now, just checking out the winches they got here. I don't know if I should probably get this one rated for 12,000 pounds, but so we're just gonna keep on looking and go from there. All right, guys, we just left the old Harbor Freight. I was looking for the regular trailer tongue, but it looks like we got the whole thing here. So It wasn't too much. It was only $12 for it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna replace the whole thing, call it a day. Make sure it sits on the ball right. You know, give it a good old shake, and your famous lines, and it ain't going nowhere. So we're gonna run back to the house and put it on. Gonna start taking off this coupler here, trailer coupler. I already got these two nuts out. It was a 17 millimeter. I mean, using a 17 12 point. You can use a 6 point, 12 point. But I'm very surprised these bolts come out how rusty they are. So all we got to do now is knock the other bolts out. Logically thinking, the coupler should come off. So I don't have a hammer, so this is my hammer. Sometimes you get to improvise. There's one, but it's pretty damn rusted. So of course sometimes the first bolt came out, which I'm not really too frowned upon, but sometimes the other bolts won't come out. So sometimes what you gotta do is spray some good old PB blaster and give her some hell. So we're gonna try that now. Hopefully that did the trick. Which that did. Alright guys, so I took the steering coupler out. It's looking a little bit rough. So this new one should definitely be a lot effective. I'm gonna give this a good old wire wheel brush, clean it up, and install it. All right, guys, change of plans. I'm actually at the Ace Hardware here in our local town. I picked up some nuts and washers. Tell you one thing, man, it ranged out to $7. $7 for 2 bolts and 2 nuts is crazy. But I'll see you guys at the house. Probably should have installed it with the video, but I just went ahead and just bolts and nuts in. So in theory, should work. All right, guys, works pretty damn good. I kind of just made a dumb move and stick my fucking finger in there just like that and just jam that in. I don't know why I just did that, but you live and you learn sometimes. I just do some dumb stuff. So it works pretty good. So we got that new tongue on, so now we can actually move the boat around and stuff. So alright guys, so I cleaned out the boat the best I can. Kind of just made everything look neat, get all the stuff out. I don't even know what they're doing with this. Thinking about getting that out, clean it out. But I got a buyer. I got a couple buyers actually coming tomorrow, so hopefully I'll get this thing sold and find they'll actually no, I kind of want to put project or money into this boat. Get this out the way, get this done, so I can continue on with the projects. But I really need to get to this. Get this done. So just like that, y'all. She's gone. Finally sold the John boat. Now we can actually continue on with our main project. So just keep on rolling, y'all. So I think I'm gonna wrap this episode up. Start on the next episode is gonna be starting on the Hydrostream. I already ordered primer and everything for it. Just got to do a little final sanding, and shoot it. So I appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you guys on the next one.